Friends, aliens are real. No. Okay. Check this out. Listen.
So's the Huffalumps.
the oh you he calls us oh my god, I can't remember their name right now.
Giants from the
They're
Bible.
giants, but they're not Huffalumps.
They're not Huffalumps. They're
Huh?
Nephilims.
Nephilims.
Yes, the Huffalumps.
Okay.
I seen it in a movie with Noah's Ark, man. The Huffalumps. They was made out of rock.
Uh-huh, that's right. Okay. Listen, I'm sorry. I just took a nap and I was like, I woke up and it turns out that the Department of War has put out a bunch of stuff and all of that. And honestly, guys, why would you trust the government? Right? But
They
okay.
haven't said anything that was true since Richard Nixon.
So here's the point. Here's what I am. We're a Bible-based channel, and you have again all these depictions of biblically accurate angels in the stratosphere out there. Now, let me just put it to you this way. Okay, first of all, angels. Remember, you've been here. This is a common sense Bible based channel. We use our mind and we use actual historical facts. We use uh, background information in order to have a context on what we're looking at. Okay, now the Bible never says that angels have wings. Okay, that is something the word angel, I've talked about it. I have a whole video about it. You can look it up and we'll talk. You get all the references. The word angel means messenger. It doesn't imply anything in it. It doesn't imply that there is wings. It doesn't imply that it's a supernatural being. It doesn't imply anything. They are messengers of Yahweh. They portrayed.
You're gonna tell me the Huffalumps ain't real now?
No, they're not, baby. The not the Huffalumps. Tell me the word again.
Oh, Nephilim.
Nephilim. It doesn't work.
I
They're
like
not.
the Huffalump better.
They're not real. They're not. They're
No.
not okay. The Nephilim were humans. They lived in the times of Noah and all of that, in the Genesis culture, but they were not supernatural in any way, shape, or form. Because you bring into your mind, when you hear angels, you bring in all of these other things that were not part of the cultural river of the times. Okay. So, okay, let me share with you some of the images, and especially the one that got people all up in a hissy. Let me see. Where did he go? Here we go. Okay. So, Wes Huff put a post about a year ago or however long ago about the seraphim and the cherubim. Okay. I'm going to show you the images. I'm going to borrow from Mr. Huff because he's got some cool graphics. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what you got here is, right, you've seen it before, the depictions of the what they think is the accurate, biblically accurate angels.
That one.
It's okay. And so you got those, right? Okay, here's the thing. The angels, okay, that's something that there in no way in the Bible are we ever told that they have wings. Nope. Now you have your seraphim, who are the cherubims, and these are this weird things that happen in the book of Ezekiel and all of that. But you want to remember something, okay? Uh in the times, the Bible was not written in a vacuum, okay? Regardless of what you believe and how you believe it and how you come to the understanding, an actual human being, okay, wrote the Bible, put it down in stones, clay tablets, or whatever at some point, and it got edited, retranslated, reorganized into the books that we have today. Now, that does not mean that there's no inspiration from God. It's just the reality of life. This book did not come down from heaven, okay? So when you believe that, you are gullible and you are susceptible to believe all kinds of weird stuff that don't exist. If you take a moment, and I'm not going to look it up, you do it, because if I look it up, then you can say I made it up, but you need to look it up yourself. Ezekiel is talking about is it the seraphim? No, the cherubim, okay? Ezekiel was in the Babylonian exile. He had been he's part of the exiles. Now he's trying to communicate a message to the people of the time, okay? So what is he using? He's using image and imagery of the time, okay? Now, if you do a little search for the Babylonians, stone tablets and depictions and the graphic depictions in temples and such, you will see the same images that Ezekiel is talking about. These were not things that they saw. This is how they depicted their gods, okay? Not that they were real gods, okay? I'm not talking about actual real gods. This is their idols, their stone things, the things that they believe at the time.
Small G.
Small G. Now, I'm working on something right now, and it's just how they interpret the reality that they saw. Remember, these people didn't understand weather patterns. They didn't understand uh things like disease, how it comes about, how it got transmitted, how plagues happen, how the a plague would decimate an entire society and things like that. They didn't know any of that. So, for instance, I'm working on doing a video for you guys from the Enuma Elish. Okay, in their mind, they understand that in order to create something, you have to create beings, you have to have a male and a female. That much they could observe from nature and from their own living experience. And so in their mind, the gods have to have a male and a female. You have Apu, and Tiamat. Okay, and then they beget all these kids and stuff, and they're all gods. So in their mind, their reality tells them that in order to create something, a male and a female must come together in order to create to beget the same kind. Okay, so that is the reality. That's what they see, and so that's how they interpret their universe. You know different about a lot of things. You know different about disease. You know different about plagues. You know different about wars. You know different about why sometimes there's droughts and all that, the weather patterns. In their mind, all these things that they didn't understand, they use gods and heroes and all this stuff just to interpret their day-to-day reality. Things that we know have a reason to be nowadays. Now, the government keeps throwing the aliens out there again, okay? And they did it before, they're gonna do it again. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter. It affects nothing in the way that God creates things. His wisdom is infinite, okay?
Right.
All the idea that God would limit himself to just us, why would he? He can create anything he wants to. And if he wanted to create another alien civilization that that has the same rules, because God is the same either way, okay? And you can let your imagination go wild and all that, but let me bring you back to reality, okay, friends? How does this make your economy better? It doesn't.
How does this make war with Iraq
Better. It doesn't. How does this bring any relief to your day-to-day life, to the troubles that you have? Here's some amazing thing. We have a generation of children that don't know how to read and write. That is a big problem. You're creating, the schools are now creating drones. That's what the kids are now, little drones, they're gonna go work and pay and do their dues and all that. This alien thing is a distraction. It's a distraction from your day-to-day life so that you feel like, well, maybe something will happen, whatever. What I want to tell you is God is different. God is the one that creates, and you shouldn't worry about it. And as a Christian, you don't have to give an explanation for any of this. Some of this stuff, are in God's purview, and it's none of our business. And if we get destroyed by alien civilization, I really doubt it. I just really think, knowing what I know of God and things, this is all made up stuff by the government to keep you redlined. The more information they throw at us, the more redlined we are, and the least we are concerned with the things that are really important. The people in your own periphery, your family, your friends, the people that you interact with day to day, those are the people that matter, not some fantasy about aliens, okay? And God is very specific about that. There is a outgoing circle that he wants you to concentrate in. The first one is you. You have to mind your mind, you have to mind your heart, you have to be a good human. After that, you take care of your family, and then the other family, and then the other family, until you end up in a concentric circle and we all end up taking care of each other. It's a very simple concept. He made it simple on purpose for us. I will tell you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about aliens. They're not, but I will tell you, they're not angels. They're not seraphim and cherubim
Alarms!
or huffalums. That makes an assumption that the things that were written in the Bible were something that people actually physically saw, when in reality, they are conveying a message using the cultural information available to them in the time. Now spend some time and go back and look at the Babylonian tablets, the Babylonian, art and crafts of the Babylonians of the time, and you will be surprised how much of that sounds like what Ezekiel saw, like what Daniel saw, what all the people saw of the time, when they were having some really terrible time. Okay, don't let yourself be fooled. This is government propaganda to keep your red line and not paying attention to what really is going on in the world. Like I said, God is one. God created the world. And when he's ready, if he decides he's going to do away with us, you will know ahead of time, I think. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Um, in my humble opinion, after reading the Bible and studying a lot of stuff when it comes to the Bible and all that, I just think that this earth is going to remain forever. Okay? Until whenever he decides, but it's gonna be a long, 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 long time. Anyways, God bless. Don't let yourself be taken in by the government propaganda.
Watch out for the Hufflepuff!
God bless.